answer, forehead.
Hi, in light of everything going on right now and the Black Lives Matter movement, I thought it would be fitting to compile a list of my favorite books, TV shows, movies, podcasts, all about the Black experience. Maybe you're Black and you watch a lot of these, or maybe you're looking for just something new to watch. This is a list that anyone can watch. I hope that this list will help educate people. There are tons more movies and media that I love, but the video would be way too long. Please comment down below your favorite books, movies. It could be literally anything. I'd love to hear about it, so enjoy. Before we dive in, I quickly wanted to shout out the classics such as Selma, The Help, and 12 Years a Slave. These are books and movies that I grew up watching or that I had to watch in school, and The Help and 12 Years a Slave are both books that have been adapted to movies.
Where is she? Eric?
The Color Friendship is one of the best Disney Channel movies of all time. I get chills every time I watch it. It's about this white South African girl who grows up in an environment that is very pro the apartheid system and very anti-Black. She participates in a study abroad program in America where she ends up being matched with this Black congressman's family. But the gag is she doesn't know that the family is Black and vice versa. So it's very awkward and very interesting. It's super entertaining and very moving as well, as it tackles racism, slavery, and segregation. It even won an Emmy, so you know it's good. The Hate U Give is a movie based off of the novel by the same name by Angie Thomas. Many of you have probably already heard of it, as it's incredible and really well known because of how powerful it is.
What the hell did I just say? Don't move! Haley! Look at me and stop crying! That's what it's like.
The story follows a girl named Star who witnesses her friend die in front of her after he is shot and killed by the police. She has to find a way to find her voice and fight for what she believes in. I personally prefer the book to the movie, as I feel that you get a stronger sense of what the characters go through. It goes more in depth into police brutality and what it's like to be a Black person in America. Just Mercy is a movie based off the novel of the same name by Bryan Stevenson. It is based on his own personal story.
Last law y'all had, sit where you sit, say, Johnny D, don't worry about nothing, everything gonna be alright. Then they put that death sentence on me.
Stevenson graduated from Harvard Law School, and we follow his journey as he tries to defend those wrongly condemned and those who can't afford proper representation in Alabama. This movie is entirely free to rent for the entire month of June on Amazon Prime Video, so y'all have no excuse not to watch it. It's amazing.
Has he ever been arrested before?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Does he have a juvenile record?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not even a trespassing, a resisting without, petty theft.
American Son follows the story of an interracial couple whose son goes missing. The entire movie takes place in one room in a police office, and it tackles police brutality, white privilege, and racial profiling, just to name a few.
1 out of 4 human beings with their hands on bars, shackled, in the world, are locked up here in the land of the free.
This Netflix documentary analyzes how African Americans are portrayed in America since slavery and explores the U.S. prison system. If there's only a few things you're going to watch on this list, let this be one of them. It's incredibly insightful and you walk away with so much to think about. This Hulu limited series is also based on a book of the same name by Celeste Ng. Please go drop whatever you're doing after you watch this video and go watch this show.
I've been meaning to hire someone for my house. Just to do a little light cleaning, some laundry, maybe cook dinner.
Like to be your maid?
Not only does it highlight racism in the 90s against African Americans and Asian Americans, but it also highlights immigration and the importance of family. It's honestly one of the best shows I've ever seen, and I watch a lot of TV and movies, so that's saying a lot. It's incredibly well written, it's incredibly well produced and representative. Please go watch it.
Oh, my natural is for Black History Month. I'm former activist, college professor, and author Angela Yvonne Davis. I was tried and acquitted of all crimes.
Yes, another Disney show. Sorry. It's one of the best Disney shows to ever exist. It's not debatable, okay? The show literally tackled segregation, especially in their I Had a Dream episode. I love that episode because it's where they celebrate Black History Month, and it's super interesting. It also discussed Islamophobia and xenophobia in the episode titled Culture Shock. It's just genuinely funny, and you can tell that the show is written by Black people for Black people, and that's why I love it.
We're paying customers.
I don't want to have any problems with you people.
Us people? You mean the Black people in the neighborhood you just moved into?
All American follows the story of Spencer James, an extremely talented football player from Crenshaw, which is a city known for being the heart of Black people in LA. Spencer gets a scholarship to play football for a school in Beverly Hills, which is extremely white and really rich, so it's completely different to what he's used to. And basically we follow his story as he goes through that. The show highlights topics such as gang violence, racism, microaggressions, police brutality, and more. It's a CW show, so it's definitely very dramatic. That's just a warning, but I love it. There's some cringy moments, but it's pretty good.
Dear white people, when you ask someone who looks ethnically different, what are you? The answer is usually a person about to slap the shit out of you.
Dear White People follows the story of a girl named Sam who goes to a PWC Ivy League school. She has a radio show called Dear White People. She calls out injustices that she sees going on around her. The show definitely isn't for everyone, and there are criticisms that the show could be more accurate. I, however, really enjoyed the way that the show tackled concepts such as using the N-word and blackface. It's worth a watch. Please, I am begging you to watch this limited series on Netflix. It follows a true story of the Central Park Five boys, all minorities, who are accused of attacking and sexually assaulting a woman in Central Park. The series is extremely heavy, but if you can handle it, it's very much worth the watch. You won't regret it. It's incredible. Dear Martin by Nick Stone. It follows the story of Justice, a Black high schooler who is Ivy League bound. After a bad encounter with the police, he turns to Dr. King's teachings to help him find answers and make sense of things. One day he gets pulled over by an angry white cop and shots are fired. That's all I can tell you. Tyler Johnson was here by Joy Coles. This is a tragic and touching story, and it's a true story as well. Marvin Johnson has a twin named Tyler who goes missing after a party, and Marvin has to go look for him. Tyler sadly found dead after being shot and killed by a police officer, and basically the story follows Marvin as he navigates this situation as he learns what justice and freedom are to him. Piecing Me Together by Renee Watson. This follows the story of a girl named Jade who is determined to get out of her poor neighborhood because she believes it's holding her back. She's tired of being labeled as a poor girl from a bad neighborhood who needs help, and she's determined to prove people wrong. It covers privilege, racism, and the intersectionality of being a Black woman. It's a really great book. And then we have Becoming by the Michelle Obama, the Queen, the Icon. Everyone and their mothers has read this book. At least for my Black friends, everyone got this book for Christmas. It was actually really funny. If you are one of the people who haven't read Michelle Obama's memoir, definitely pick it up. There's stories about her growing up as a child in Chicago to where she is now. It's super inspiring and super eye-opening. Netflix also just released a documentary based on the memoir that I enjoyed, so definitely go check that out if you can. So some of my favorite podcasts on the Black experience in America include Code Switch by NPR. One of my favorite episodes is actually their latest one, titled A Decade of Watching Black People Die. Also 1619 by the New York Times, The History of American Slavery by Slate Podcast, and then also Reveal by the Center of Investigative Reporting, NPRX. Definitely listen to their episode Reproducing Racism. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below your favorite podcasts, books, movies, literally anything that highlights African Americans. If you live in America and you are of the voting age, please do not forget to vote. I have links to petitions and all of these resources in the description. And I will see you guys soon.